Beautiful, awe-inspiring natural features. They have fascinated humans for millennia, inspiring countless myths, legends, and stories. You may have climbed or seen these majestic landforms before, but do you know the stories behind the most beautiful mountains in the world, according to climbers? Keep watching and find out more, and join Destination Zen on a journey into the myths and legends of the world's most beautiful peaks in our planet. Mountains are among the most majestic and awe-inspiring natural features on Earth. Some mountains are especially renowned for their beauty, uniqueness, and cultural significance. In this video, we will explore 5 of the most beautiful mountains in the world and the tales and legends that are associated with them. Alpamayo in Peru. Alpamayo is a mountain in the Cordillera Blanca ranges of the Andes in Peru. It has a steep pyramidal shape and stunning ice flutes that make it look like a giant frozen sculpture. It is often referred to as the most beautiful mountain in the world by climbers and mountaineers. One of the legends about Alpamayo is that it was once a beautiful princess named Alpamayo who was in love with a prince named Huascaran from a rival tribe. Their love was forbidden by the elders, who decided to wage war against each other. Alpamayo and Huascaran decided to elope, but they were caught and punished by being turned into mountains. Alpamayo was covered with snow and ice to hide her beauty, while Huascaran was split into 2 peaks to separate him from his beloved. The 2 mountains still face each other across the valley, longing for each other. Matterhorn in Switzerland and Italy. Matterhorn is an iconic mountain that has a distinctive horn-like shape that rises above the surrounding landscape. It is one of the most photographed and recognizable mountains in the world, and also one of the most challenging to climb. It is located on the border between Switzerland and Italy and is part of Alps. One of the legends about Matterhorn is that it was created by a giant named Gargantua, who was one of the most famous giants in the Swiss folklore. Gargantua was said to be responsible for shaping the Swiss landscape with his footsteps, and he also liked to throw rocks at his enemies. One day, he threw a huge rock at a group of invading soldiers, but he missed and hit another mountain instead. The impact caused the mountain to break into pieces, and one of them flew into the air and landed upside down, forming the Matterhorn. The rock that Gargantua threw is now the Gornagrat, and it still has a dent from his thumb. Mount Fuji in Japan. Mount Fuji is the highest and the most sacred peak in Japan, and a symbol of country's culture and identity. It has a graceful conical shape and snow-capped summit that contrasts with the blue sky and the green forest below. It is also a popular destination for pilgrims and tourists alike. One of the stories about Mount Fuji is that it was once a beautiful girl named Fuji who was in love with a handsome boy named Sakura. They lived in a peaceful village at the foot of the mountain, and they planned to get married. However, one day, a dragon came and attacked the village, killing many people and destroying many houses. The dragon also kidnapped Fuji and took her to his lair at the top of the mountain. Sakura was determined to rescue his beloved, and he climbed the mountain with the sword. He fought bravely against the dragon, but he was wounded and fell to the ground. Fuji saw him and ran to his side, but it was too late. Sakura died in her arms, and she cried bitterly. Her tears turned into snow and covered the mountain, while her hair turned into cherry blossoms and scattered around. The gods were moved by her love and sorrow, and they decided to turn her and Sakura into the mountain and the tree, so that they could be together forever. Mount Kirkjufell in Iceland. Mount Kirkjufell is the most photographed mountain in Iceland, and for good reason. It has a unique shape that resembles a church steeple or a witch's hat, and it is surrounded by waterfalls, beaches, and quaint towns. It is especially beautiful when illuminated by the northern lights or the midnight sun. One of the legends about the Mount Kirkjufell is that it was once a witch who lived in a hut near the mountain. She was a powerful and evil witch who liked to cast spells on the people and animals of the land. She also had a magic broomstick, which she used to fly around and cause mischief. One night, she decided to steal the light from the sky, and she flew up the stars and the moon. She grabbed them with her hands and pulled them in her sack, and then she flew back to her hut. However, on her way, she met a group of elves who were angry with her for taking away the light. They attacked her and tried to take back the sack, but she resisted and fought back. In a struggle, the sack was torn and the light escaped, creating the Northern Lights. The witch was furious and tried to chase the light, but she lost her balance and fell from her broomstick. She landed on the ground with such force that she turned into a mountain, and her broomstick turned into a waterfall. The witch was trapped in a mountain, and she could only watch the light in the sky with envy. Zhangyidansha landform in China. Zhangyidansha landform is not just a single mountain, but a series of colorful rock formations that look like a rainbow painted on the earth. The different hues are caused by the erosion of the red sandstone and the mineral deposits over millions of years. The result is a surreal and spectacular landscape that attracts many visitors. One of the legends about the Zhangyidansha landform is that it was once a barren and desolate land where nothing could grow and no one could live. The people who lived nearby were poor and hungry, and they prayed to the gods for help. The gods heard their prayers and decided to send a goddess named Dansha to the land. Dansha was a beautiful and kind goddess who had the power to create colors. She flew over the land and sprinkled her magic dust over the rocks, turning them into different colors. She also created flowers, trees, and animals to fill the land with life and joy. The people were amazed and grateful, and they named the land after the goddess. Dansha was so happy to see the people's happiness, and she decided to stay in the land as the guardian and protector. These are just some of the many beautiful mountains that exist in the world, and the stories that are connected to them. There may have been mountains that we haven't included in the video, so please comment below those mountains and let us know their amazing stories, and we'll feature them the next time on our next episode. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and hit that like button for more captivating and amazing travel stories around the world.